I'm Jack, and I'm here in the city of Belém, Brazil, about to take you on a journey deep into the heart of the Amazon. An area where in the past, telecommunications was severely underdeveloped. In fact, you'd be lucky to find even one fixed public telephone in a village of hundreds of people. Communicating actually on the river was impossible, and when people got sick, it could literally take days for help to arrive. Internet? Unheard of. Now, right now I'm going to go meet Dalton Castillo from Ericsson, and we're going to talk about the background on this project.
We worked on finding the best solution to get there with all these difficulties in the logistics. If we could get the equipment there, we know how to do everything else. But the logistic problems for the equipment, which weighs 1 ton, and for Vivo with the infrastructure, the tower, to take everything there through the forest, that was a huge constraint that we had.
Considering the dense vegetation, lack of infrastructure, and the unpredictable weather of both drought and heavy rain caused by El Nino, this was an extreme project for sure.
Due to the logistical challenges, there was no possibility for Ericsson to go there and check the local circumstances in advance. So there was only one chance to get the right equipment to the right place on time, and that required meticulous planning and design work. The lack of energy supply was another issue, so Vivo, together with Ericsson, had to use skill and experience to come up with innovative wind and solar solutions.
Even though there were huge logistic problems and there was a constant threat of El Nino, Ericsson still decided to take on this project. So right now we're going to go to Santarém, and Santarém is where actually all of the heavy equipment from Sao Paulo came to via Belém, and it's where they actually set up the initial base so they could set up the network into the Amazon. And we're waiting for our boat right now. Right now, we're located at the tiny port of Santarém. Now, why is that important? Because this is where they actually had to unload the shipment to a smaller boat so it could make its way up the Tapajós River. Now, where we're sitting right now had actually no water at that time. They actually had the biggest drought on record. So what they had to do was build a bridge on the other side of this dock here and unload the heavy equipment that weighed a ton.
A ton plus the antennas and the cable.
Off of the boat, onto the bridge, onto the dock, and then reload it back onto the to the smaller boats.
That's right.
Not an easy task. Extreme by any measures, I'd say. Out here is Alter do Show, and this is where our delivery was stopped temporarily. Now, why was that, you might ask? Well, because you might not believe it, but out here, to my right, is the Tapajós River. And the seasonal wind and current and weather conditions can be so severe on that river at times that water travel is impossible. Just one more element of complexity that Ericsson and Vivo faced along a 3,000-kilometer journey with serious time constraints. Now, where wind, current, and rain were the obstacles in Alter do Show, here in Sorocaba, it was drought. Now, the distance that you see between me and the beach right now was actually mud when the delivery was made. And this made the arduous trek with all of the heavy equipment, modules, and tower into the jungle even that much harder. I can assure you, having just walked that narrow path up here, that there's absolutely no way that this project could have been completed without Ericsson and Vivo and the cooperation of the local inhabitants who actually carried this whole tower, all of the equipment that you see here, on their backs with one ox and one cart. There was no easy load in here for an 18-wheel truck to come in. There was no street paved with a super highway. No, this occurred on a boat down a narrow path, and look at this amazing feat that they've done here. 60 meters tall. Unbelievable. You guys did an amazing job.
Now, Suruaka is just one of the many sites Ericsson installed in the Amazon region. As you can imagine, each site was accompanied with its own unique set of challenges. But where there's a will, there's a way, and the teamwork between Ericsson, Vivo, and the locals is a testament to that.
We have given the equipment to the community so we could help to improve their lives. So that's the first thing. So the
Ericsson donated?
That's right. Both the GSM and the 3G solution and the transmission to get to those locations where we will reach it.
I think it's a very good thing to do because we are always improving the social situations from these communities and the people that need the communications for here to have a better life.
Obrigado.
In addition to the internet access that they already have here, there's now 3G coverage, which even further allows people to access education and information from the outside world. Even publishing photos and videos and participating in such things as social media. Clearly, a digital culture is being established right here in the jungle, and the lives of these people are being changed in a very fundamental way.
We have already doubled the capacity for the stations that we installed, and they are already reaching the capacity. So we have already doubled that.
Well, I guess it's true what they say, all good things must come to an end. Brazil is an amazing country, and what Ericsson's doing here in Brazil and in the Amazon is truly amazing. But Brazil's not the only place that Ericsson's doing amazing things. We'll see you at the next extreme location.
Aeroporto.